Hi, I'm Luke Benedictus.
And I'm Andrew McCutcheon.
And these are the best dress watches of the last 12 months.
First up, we've got the Cartier Tank Must SolarBeat. And you know what I love about this watch?
Do you know what I love about what you just said? We just dropped straight in. I want to talk about the fact that the dress watch is an endangered species, Luke. It doesn't even exist.
Well, I mean, we've had this is my point. We've had a year where we've been slopping about in tracksuit pants and slippers.
Absolutely.
The fight back starts here, and
Yes.
that's why you need a dress watch, preferably one of these 5.
Okay, awesome. Let's go. You gave it away.
Okay. Yeah. So the first one is the Cartier Tank Must SolarBeat. Everyone knows the Cartier Tank aesthetic. It's an absolutely classic watch. But what Cartier have done this year is they've catapulted it into the 21st century.
You don't associate the Tank, a classic, with modernity and with technology.
But what's amazing about the way they've done it without compromising the classic look. So you think about the Tank, you think about those really linear Roman numerals.
Yep.
What they've done here is they've perforated them strategically.
Tiny little holes in the numerals.
Yeah, and the sunlight goes through that, it powers the Quartz battery, and boom, modern watch with a classic look.
Love it.
A man walks into a watch retailer, he
Yeah.
says to the
The button.
man walks into a watch retailer, he says, hey, looks at the watch, says, hey, why the long face?
This is because I'm a Fears.
Because it is a Fears archival 1930s.
Might have had a little heads up on that punchline, and it sucks. So I just wanted to end the suspense. We couldn't have done the whole guessing game. It's a long watch.
It's a long
that's
watch,
the joke.
and it is a watch. It's got so much 1930s charm. It could practically, have a cameo in a P.G. Wodehouse novel. It's
a ketamine.
and a cameo.
Oh, a cameo. I thought it said a ketamine in the novel. I didn't know they were into the K-hole in the 30s.
That's more 1990s at least.
It's more Leo in Gatsby. But yeah, we digress.
And look, it is a long face. I mean, the dimensions of this watch, it's 22 by 40 millimeters. So it doesn't look super long. So why does it look so long? Andrew, it all comes down to the bezel.
Does it?
1 millimeter thick. So it gives that length. So
opens up the dial.
kind of with that, all that Art Deco charm, it's kind of like wearing the Empire State Building on your wrist, but a little bit more practical, I'd hope.
And look, we've seen other brands. Longines relaunched the Dolce Vita collection this year. Oris has just released a rectangular collection in bright colors. So this is definitely a comeback for Art Deco, and basically we should just be holding a martini glass like this right now with fireworks behind us.
We should do, yeah, it's hip to be square. Number 3 is the Baume Mercier Clifton 10584. Now, this is just a great package, this watch. It's got an 18 karat pink gold case, it's got a COSC certified movement, and it's got a 5-day power reserve.
Yeah, the Baumatic, that old Baumatic.
Old Baumatic, but what makes this watch really special is that dial. It kind of lurks in this kind of sort of hinterland, I'd say, between silver and grey.
No, actually, and look, Luke had me at Baume Mercier Clifton because there are just so many unheralded Clifton models. But what's accelerated the value proposition is the movement, because not only do we have those attributes, we also have anti-magnetism. So in a world where our devices are tampering with our accuracy and our watches every second of every day, the Baumatic's kind of got it covered. So it's really a classic package with a very modern twist. Love it.
Best of both worlds.
Good choice. And golden grey wins the day. I just made that up.
Very good.
It's a pretty good one.
Very good. Now we've got Grand Seiko. One thing you can always rely on Grand Seiko for,
Dials.
very catchy names for their watches. And yes, this one is the Grand Seiko SPGY007, I think.
Wow. That was impressive that you remembered that.
Yeah,
But you know
might have
what?
got it wrong.
Because I bought the SLGA007, I know which one you're talking about.
Okay, so this is the one, the whole Grand Seiko thing, inspired by nature. Of
course.
And this one apparently is inspired, in central Japan, there's a lake called Lake Suwa. In winter, apparently it freezes over, and this natural phenomenon occurs where all these kind of sort of ridges appear on the lake.
Yeah.
So
I don't really care because it just looks great.
Yeah.
I don't care where it comes from because the dial looks like it's a living thing. It's another, how many dials can you do in a year? I mean, we had Ferguson just now talking about his favorite Grand Seiko dial. We could do a whole segment on this.
Well, I mean, and this dial is special though, and I think the reason it's special is that texture. It's kind of got this beautiful, faint, sort of crinkly texture.
Yes. You can kind of feel the Grand Seiko dial.
You can feel the details. And the other thing I love about this dial is that color. It's the palest blue imaginable. I was just trying to think, what's it like?
It's like your eyes, Luke.
Yeah, I was thinking, you know, in Breaking Bad,
I do.
You know, like Walter White's meth.
Yes,
yeah,
his blue meth.
Yeah,
I'm sure the brand are really going to enjoy that analysis.
That's what it's like.
By the way, I do have a whiteboard there with the names on it, but I'm not reading them because I'm preserving the surprise. Because there's nothing like the element of surprise in a video. Luke, hit me.
Well, the last one is, I mean, when you think of the Nepalese Ultra of dress watches, there's one watch which has to be there with their buzz.
The Nepalese Ultra. The what?
The Nepalese Ultra, it's French.
Oh, sorry. That's where it all went wrong. Yeah.
And that would, of course, be the Calatrava. And
Yes.
this year, we have a new iteration on the Calatrava. It comes in with 2 dials, one's black, one's white. Which would you go for? I mean, I'm more of a goodie than a baddie, so I'd probably go the
I
white.
like the black dials as a rule.
Yeah.
And I do love this black dial. I think it's got a linen-y texture.
It's got this slight sort of grainy texture, which
Yeah.
just kind of adds just like a hint of interest. The other thing that's amazing about it is the bezel. It's kind of that sort of, it's sort of gear shade, hobnail texture.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a really serious dress watch, this has to be on your list.
But there's something modern about this. In a video we did earlier this year with RJ Frank and Way, it was chosen as a more somehow contemporary Calatrava, and I think it's a great choice. Geez, I'd love to see one. I'd love to see one.
39 millimeters. It's just it's just going to nestle under the cuff of your dress shirt
What
if you ever
flex.
start wearing one again.
Exactly. So there ends the get out of tracksuit pants inspiration segment for the day. Dress watches do survive. They go on, and we have them in the magazine. Thank you, Luke, for choosing our best 5.
Thank you.